Mindy McCready commits suicide, fifth graders plot murder, and cruise ship passengers go primal. Find out more on What Were They Thinking? Country singer Mindy McCready died Sunday night from a self-inflicted gunshot wound to the head. She was only 37 years old. McCready had been struggling with severe depression and chemical addiction for years. She attempted suicide at least twice before, in 2005 and 2008. But two recent events may have led to her end: the suicide of her boyfriend and losing custody of her children. It's too late for Mindy now, but we can learn from her untimely death. If you have a depressed friend or family member, keep the following in mind. Previous suicide attempts are key indicators that the person may try again. Suicide is contagious. In other words, a person may be more open to the possibility of suicide if they see a loved one, or a public figure in this case, end their own lives. Don't ignore these warning signs or any expressions of suicidal thoughts. Make sure the person gets the attention they need and don't leave them alone, whatever you do. If you have an addiction or are depressed, you do not have to suffer alone. Call a helpline, a friend, or family member. There's always hope for a better tomorrow, but you have to seize the moment and make the difference. Two fifth graders have confessed to a plot to kill one of their girlfriends because she was rude and teased his friends. One was going to stab her, while the other was going to shoot any would-be defenders. They're being charged as adults. So what's going on with these young boys? Well, the decision-making part of their young brains hasn't been fully formed, but they also appear to be on their way to a conduct disorder. In fact, many antisocial personality disordered adults were diagnosed with a conduct disorder in their youth. It's entirely possible they also have a very dysfunctional family life. Perhaps they've been witness or victim to physical or emotional violence. Child welfare needs to investigate that situation, but more than anything, the boys need to receive a psychological evaluation and intensive therapeutic care in order to become productive citizens instead of menaces to society. The Carnival cruise ship Triumph recently lost power due to a fire caused by leaking engine fuel. Passengers were soon forced to use plastic bags as bathrooms, live on the deck, and in the halls. Even worse, some passengers are reporting that people went primitive, looting, hoarding food, protecting their turf. What caused some of the passengers to devolve into this primal state of mind? Well, given the dehumanizing conditions, they started living like animals. For example, having to fend for themselves, living in filth, waiting for hours to get tasteless and soggy food. It became every man and woman for him or herself. And since the passengers were disrespected by the cruise line, they felt justified in throwing protocol, decorum, and rules out the porthole.